Alright, welcome back to episode 4, everyone, to Tainted Grail, Fall of Avalon. So the last 3 episodes we took our time, got through the original demo portion of the game, and now we've made it to the mainland. So, as a reminder, we're now at the Horns of South, and we're going to head this way to Shadow of Horns, which is one of our quests. So I'm not sure how these are going to start to conflict, because Arthur wants me to find Excalibur and his souls, and Caradoc wants me to kill anything I find related to Arthur. So these two are going to conflict at some point. I think it's kind of a no-brainer that if it becomes a who's who, I'll pick Arthur. It's pretty badass. And then we got one side quest to potentially find. So I'm just going to start exploring, checking this place out, seeing what we find. Looks like there's some docks here, so I'm probably going to have a village. There is something here. I could see them across the water. And we'll just explore, head towards the main quests. If you are enjoying the playthrough, if you're not a subscriber, please do subscribe so you can see when new episodes come out. I am hoping to live stream this one as well. So do some live streaming as well as some actual questing. I think it this type of game serves well for that type of play style, because we got straightforward story-based stuff where we're just continuing on, and then we got such a big area where we can just go and share everything out. Alright, so I'm not gonna really want to go over there. That's the problem with these games. It's like, ooh, shiny, let's go over there. We're gonna try, at least for this first episode, to stay on the path and go all the way here. Of course, we'll kill anything that comes into our way. I just want to soak up the atmosphere. It's a very cool looking game. I've been playing Oblivion, the remastered recently, and it's a classic. I really like Oblivion, but it doesn't feel next gen. It just feels like a pretty version of an old game. This one kind of feels like proper next gen, even as a AA game, not a AAA game. I think part of that comes from quality, but it also just comes from they're doing some interesting stuff with the controls. Oh, hey there. Alright, we're gonna fight. Let's go. Man, they can jump. Dude's like a frog. I definitely need to make sure I find some upgrade to get my magic to go faster. That's pretty slow. Kind of want to try this bow out. Alright, so I could use one of these maps that's actually viewable on screen. That would be a nice enhancement. Okay, well, let's not go to the Lake of Blood. Let's go this way. And it does kind of pause and stagger a little bit when it saves the game. It's a little annoying, but not a big deal. What is that? No wolf? Oh. Broken arrow. Maybe you can fix those. I know I said I was going to walk on the road, but you're just going to have to get used to this happening with these type of games. I find these games are masters of the shiny object. Is that a person? What is that? Corpse eater. Ooh, I don't like you. You're creepy looking, man. Okay. Gross. What is that? Cooking recipes, simple ingredients. Hunter stew restores 120 health. Yes, please. Okay. So how do I know what that is? Is that what that is? No, that's random. Oh, recipes up at top. So L1 is experimental. R2 is recipes. These must be ones that I know. These are ones I've made up. Nice. Okay. Let's put that on. I always like a game that rewards you for doing things. So just by me making that, I get some learning stuff. Keeper's tag. Quest. Another quest? So it's like a quest without the quest itself. Keeper's armor. Is that better than what I have? It is. Much better. You need to drop some of this stuff. I'm carrying too much. Alright. Don't think I see anything else. I don't know what that quest was for. Maybe I'll run into someone later that tells me what it was. Some weird chanting music. Alright, let's get back on the road. I don't know if time just progresses in this game, or if it only changes when you're resting, because I don't see I don't see a time of day anywhere. And I don't think there's like a wait. What the hell is that? What is that? Where? It's got wings. Dude, what was that? Was that down the lake? That was scary sounding. That genuinely made me nervous. I got goosebumps for a second. Hey, buddy. What is this? Fast travel. Oh, nice. I didn't know there was fast travel in this game. Although I don't think I can't really use it because it's my only fast travel, but cool. Alright. It's almost got a bit of that like Elden Ring style, eh? Kind of goldy green, a little foggy. Where am I going? Like, are there villages in this game, or is everything just a monster? Like, people that talk? This looks like it's something, right? I don't know. Stay on the path. Stay on the path. I don't want to get too lost right away. This game is just going to get me scrambling all over the place. Okay, need to go left at the fork. It's over here. Are you? Oh, your friends. Abigor.
Foolish, are we? They must have had their fun with you. Who had you as their plaything? The church? The druids? Some band of cutthroats? But it doesn't matter now that you're free. I'm Abigor, a knight. I swore my sword to my lady's will, and she kept me close until she had no more use for me. Now, I walk alone, but a shadow never strays too far. You look wretched, and you smell like death. I've seen people like you before. Broken, worn down, dragged through the mud. If you've had enough of it all, I could grant you an honorable death. In a proper duel, you lived like a cur.
A duel?
Once you could die like a knight. Wouldn't that be just splendid? Just say the word.
What? Okay, so you guys got like a death wish?
Farewell.
I don't mind fighting you, but I'm gonna save first. Because you're probably gonna beat me up.
It's you. I'm more than happy to oblige.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, this was a mistake. Oh my god. Yeah, let's not fight him. Note to self, let's not do duels at the beginning of a playthrough. Alright, so are you on the map at least so I know you're there? Can you... Are we able to mark the map? Custom marker. Oh, I don't want it to sit there forever. Oh well, I'm sure I'll remember him. Oh, hey dear. Okay. That's pretty brutal to have a guy that strong right at the beginning that you could just talk to and get absolutely annihilated. Alright. Let's check out this cool looking castle. Are you snoring? Odd rain. Drunk snoring. Do I want to be an asshole? Oh, they're totally gonna make me do it, aren't they? Your money or your life. Get up, soldier.
What's happening? In the name of the All Mother, what are you doing? I could have stabbed you. Wait, I haven't seen you before. But we don't just let anybody in, pal. You need to have, things, proof. Things to prove you're safe for Haven. This pin, I can't say I see it very clearly at this present moment, but it does look important.
Oh my god, I'm
Very
drunk.
official. But I remember Fergus said something about all this, these emblems once. Oh, yes, I remember now. I welcome thee, ye, royal person, on behalf of the keepers. You are a great friend to our own. Welcome. Please, speak with Fergus. He's our quartermaster. He runs things around here in the captain's absence. He'll greet thee properly. Have a pleasant rest of the day. Open it up, boys!
Oh boy. He's already snoring again, isn't he? Yep. Alright, civilization. Points available. Arthur memories. Bounties. We got fast travel. Alright, I need to use those somewhere. Orleith?
All mother's tits. I've just about had it with this bunch of repressed virgins. And who might you be? You don't look like one of them. Oh, do I now? You would be too if you had to deal with those sniveling morons when they're up to something. Don't look at me like that. You don't get as far in life as I have if you can't smell bullshit from a mile away. There's something fishy going on here. But I'll get to the bottom of it. And here's a brilliant idea. You're going to help me. I just need you to go to Brandon and find out why that slime ball is pretending not to know I'm here. Tell him I'm waiting with his delivery. Although I'm pretty sure he knows this already. You don't know? He's the captain of this entire circus. I thought since they let you in, you must have an in with him. But it turns out you know even less than I do. There's something going on, you know? They don't want anybody to know, but I can feel it. I've been doing business with the captain for years now. Then suddenly I found myself stuck here. They won't let me further in, not even to set up camp in the village. But they won't let me out either. Anyway, good luck to you. Come and visit if you need anything. You do realize you won't score any points with the Keepers by helping me, right? Those holier-than-thou soldier boys have no idea what it takes to be a merchant in this sorry world. The things we have to do sometimes aren't exactly done according to the rule book. All right. A woman named Ness has my cargo and I need it back. I don't know where she is, but starting the search near the Arkspire seems like a good idea. And yes, you'll get paid. Just bring me the wares.
This feels like the beginning of like a thieves quest. Who are you? That's a
Name's
good question.
Orla. I'm a merchant. Or I try to be, when my business isn't being held hostage by a bunch of idiots who seem to be terrified of women. What was I thinking when I decided to leave Timberwall? Should have stayed there. You've never been to the merchant capital? Well, you didn't miss much. Yes, it's rich and extravagant, but only if you're rich and extravagant, too. Other than that, it's a place like any other. The same pain and misery hiding behind gilded walls. It's not as exciting as people think. Or, well, maybe it is if you like living with a bunch of backstabbing crooks. Yeah, now I remember what I was thinking when I left that place. I have no home in Timberwall. Well, we have an estate, but it hasn't felt like home for a long time. I feel like every time I go back, I recognize it less and less. The people are getting greedier and more desperate by the day. Business is slow, I'm not gonna lie. With the weirdness creeping in from the north and bandits everywhere, trade's just not as profitable as it used to be. But I don't know. Being a merchant from Timberwall used to mean craftiness, taking risks, looking for opportunities. Now, they only care about keeping their heads down and preserving their fortunes. Not really. It's more of a requirement if you ever want to be successful in Timberwall. My family is full of them.
Alright, so can I sell her a bunch of crap? So I think I have a lot. Like, am I really going to use a spear? Probably not. And I have 2 of these. These don't break or anything, I don't think. Common. So you got handcrafting. Ew, did those brains turn green? Guess they spoil. And we got all this sort of stuff. And I already know how to do all that. I'm not sure if you sell your recipes, does it screw anything up? We'll hold on to them for now. Then all this junk. Alright. Buy. What does she have? Nice. Lockpicks. I'd like to get some of those. Man, those are expensive. Fire arrow. Oh, there's a pickaxe. Throwing knife. What's that? Spyglass. Allows scouting. That's cool. From now on, you can use spyglass within the game world whenever you like. Cool. Sketchbook. What's that? Now you can use sketchbook whenever you want to draw that. Okay. Why? So like for like tips or something maybe to remember where something is? Silk Road. Okay, so that's her thing. Oh, way up there. Alright. Well, we'll get there eventually. Okay. Okay, so how do I use those things? Oh, okay. Oh, it's very close up. Looks like I'm gonna have a horse eventually. Draw a picture. Okay, I'm not sure what the point of that is, but sure. Alright. Let's talk to some more people here. Keeper?
Let me guess. Camelot, no? Timberwall, also no? So you're not from the north?
You must be from Connacht.
Oh, it's because I'm wearing a keeper outfit, isn't it?
Oh, I was just wondering what's going on out there. Here in the south, we have our own affairs. What happens out there in the world? Well, the news doesn't always travel all the way here.
And they should. It's in our common interest.
You know, people are talking about rising unrest in the north, and a secret coalition preparing a coup at the highest levels of power. And that whole plague thing is just a tool to reach their final goal. The Red Priests are also trying to get something out of it.
And to be honest, it's not gone too bad for them. The Druids are out of the picture already.
Well, sure. They want to establish a new order on our island. And it's not clear who's involved in the whole mess.
Maybe. Maybe our captain is even involved. Hell knows. They have their people everywhere. Damn it, you could be one of them too. Although when I look at you, I don't think so. You have such a stupid face. With all due respect, of course.
Oh,
That's
wow.
the case. Those sons of bitches are good at hiding. They kinda blend in and live among us. It's hard to tell if it's hideous magic or some other tricks. You see? It takes one to know one. And that means we're just pawns. Folks like us won't change anything. But we have to talk out loud. It suits them when everyone keeps their mouth shut.
Wait a minute. I'm not suggesting anything here. I'm just thinking out loud.
It doesn't make sense that the plague appeared just like that. Out of bloody nowhere? Hell no. It's a high-stakes game.
Power over us, of course. Over our bodies and souls. Over Avalon. Over the whole damn course of history. You know, I've been thinking lately. What if King Arthur is just a stupid fairy tale? What if the nobles and others involved in the whole conspiracy just made him up? And us peasants eventually just started to believe in it.
You know, one story for everyone. They drilled it into our heads, and drilled until it finally stuck. And then they built statues, wrote books, and everything else.
Alright. This guy's a little wacky.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. This is quarters. Abandoned house. Can I rest here and level up? Well, I guess you can only level up at the bonfire. Alright, we're getting pretty long on time here. Let's talk to a few more people, and then we will go progress the quest right there. And then we'll probably wrap this one up. What is this, a bounty board? Oh, so this is like finding people and killing them, probably, like that guy that killed us. I'll grab him, but I'm not going to mess with it.
Welcome! I am obliged to inform you that fighting those who actively break the law and reject the rule of the crown is the duty and pride of every subject. As Camelot's representative, I will be paying a bounty of 10 gold pieces for the death of each bandit roving the area, as long as adequate proof is provided. I also recommend checking the bounty board for information on wanted criminals, especially those considered particularly dangerous. Please, state your
So
business.
he's the bounty guy.
Oh, someone finally checked out the notices I was... Go chop off some heads. That's correct. The situation with the Pict and Del Rita savages is precarious. Too bad we can't get rid of them as easily as we did the Druids. There have also been rumors that we might soon have a civil war on our hands, so Camelot cannot afford to spread our forces too thin. I don't really have much more to tell. It's hard to get any updates here. I only know that the new Lancelot has not been very popular, and that's putting it mildly. The Witch
new
Morgane would have been
Lancelot?
burnt at the stake long ago if everyone weren't so afraid of her. And then we have the commoners who seem to keep forgetting their place, and loudly demanding changes. Everything is falling apart.
So Lancelot and Morgane are still alive in this game? Or maybe it's just someone using their names.
Well, you've probably heard about the Druids making human sacrifices by stuffing people into wicker puppets and setting them on fire. Well,
Nope.
the people decided to give them a taste of their own medicine. They rounded them all up and then sent them up in smoke. Oh, how they must have howled and sizzled. Too bad I couldn't see it. Yep, made human sacrifices, prayed to the dark gods, brought the weirdness back. Bunch of bastards. Good thing they're Wormfood now. Most of them, the survivors have supposedly taken refuge with savages in the woods, and one of them is rumored to be hiding in the Horns area. But whether that was before or after the Charred Conclave, I don't know. Would you like to hear about him? His name was Slaudiard. He was lurking near Blood Lake, a small pond where they used to throw the bodies of executed convicts. They say he would fish them out and use his magic to turn them into undead monsters. Supposedly, he started needing some fresher corpses, so he slaughtered one of the keepers. The Horns organized a manhunt. They found him and sentenced him to death. People say that the moment his body touched the surface of Blood Lake, the water turned red and it's been scarred since that day. Some say that Slaudiard came back from the dead and seeks revenge. But if you ask me, it's just a tale by local simpletons.
So that explains that lake that you see near the beginning. Alright.
Oh, hey, before you go, I can see the bloodlust in your eyes, you know. It takes one to know one. So here's some friendly advice, free of charge. If you're seeking scum to slay, you'll find bandits in the ruins of a merchant settlement nearby. It's worth visiting if you haven't already.
Markers on the map. So where did he mark? Okay. Alright, so he marked some stuff for me. That's Blood Lake. Check that out maybe in the playthrough, in the live stream. We'll see. Alright, what are these guys saying? They're just shooting. Alright, let's progress this main quest here. These are like soldier monks? Yeah.
Blessings upon you, stranger. May the word always resonate within your soul.
Dude, where are your teeth? Your
Certainly.
store?
Kai's blessings know no bounds, but sometimes it's useful to seal them in a handy flask.
Oh, nice. So he's a magic guy. Requires spirituality, Compatible shield. I have blood transfusion. Oh my gosh, 2,000? Yeah, okay, well. Not gonna buy anything from you, but good to know you're here.
May
Cool.
Kai's word.
So I gotta remember him. Did they mark this, the merchants? Let's move a little farther on here. So they didn't mark him. I'll have to remember he's there. Alright.
Before you regret it. Sir, I haven't seen you before. I wasn't expecting any guests, and you don't look like a new recruit. And yet, Odrin let you in. He's not drinking again, I hope.
No, not at all.
Most unfortunate. But that explains why you just strutted into the horns. I'm afraid I'll have to take action.
The name's Fergus, and I assume you already know I'm the quartermaster here. Now state your business.
And please, try to be convincing, or the walls of this fortress will be the last thing you'll ever see. Yes, I know. And that's why you're still standing in front of me. However, these pens were only given to certain people. They mean that in times of trouble, these people will always find a safe haven here in the Horns.
And that makes me wonder, what happened to your friend? Where is he? If what you're saying is true, he must have had a deal with somebody well above my pay grade, and that leaves only the captain.
However, if you're lying, then you might as well have just confessed to the murder of a Knight of the Round Table. But nobody's that much of a fool, I think.
What?
Fortunately for you,
I don't
I've
know
seen
if
my
he's
fair
dead,
share of
man.
morons in
Relax.
life, and you don't look like one. Fortunately for me, this pen only means that I'm to make sure you're safe in the Horns. Nothing about helping you out with whatever you're up to.
Anyway, welcome to the Horns of the South. Make yourself at home.
Thanks for nothing.
Just as I thought. If you have friends among the knights, you'll want to talk to the captain. But that's not happening anytime soon. Because I said so. What? Did you really expect that you could just enter our keep and head straight for the captain's quarters? There wouldn't be much point in having walls and guards here if anyone could just do that, would there?
Dude, everybody here is a jerk. Well, I'm not gonna try to pay him off.
So what? And have you helped any of my people? Or are you just here to wave that pen in my face again? First, show me you care, and then I'll take you to the captain. I can't have every random stray wasting his time. Not now, when the outcome of the war with its tribes is so precarious. I trust we understand each other?
Not really, dude. So I guess I gotta do some side quests or something?
Say something like that again, and you can forget about ever meeting the captain. I'm serious. Don't test my patience.
Okay, so let's prove myself, I guess.
That's one of our tags. Every soldier gets one when they pledge their loyalty. I just hope the body you took it from was already cold, because killing a keeper would land you in some serious trouble.
You know, here's what I'm thinking. If you stumble over any of our fallen keepers out there, bring me their tags. Sure, they all swore to stay here until the bitter end, but they have families who deserve to know what became of them.
It's part of my duty, but since I can't send any more beyond these walls, maybe you could lend a hand. I'll pay you for every tag you bring back.
Don't think he's going to help with
Excalibur.
this, but we'll see.
You want to pull it out? That's a good one. Well, be my guest. If you think you can, go ahead. But unless you're King Arthur reborn, I wouldn't count on it.
Kinda. Right, he's not going to let me talk to the captain yet, I don't think.
If you need rat.
Alright, so what do we got? We got some hunts, side quests. Need to prove myself somehow. So I guess I need to maybe talk to the rest of the soldiers, see what I can do. Alright, well, we made it, so we're in whatever this place is. What is this? Doesn't really tell you what it is. Well, with his people, the keepers. So I guess the next episode we will try to find out how we can help his men out. Probably talk to everybody. In the meantime, I am going to level up, and then we'll turn this off. Just gonna keep putting stuff in spirituality for now, at least until I get it a little bit higher. Alright, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode as we check this place out and see what's going on. See if we can find some help. If not, maybe we'll do some side quests in the meantime. Make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you coming up in the next episode for more of Tainted Grail.